get rid of it. I'm not really sure what your guys' narrative is here, because you're saying something different in terms of the genesis of the belief in God and something different in terms of getting rid of the belief in God. And then there's the question of, well, if there is a lot of violence happening in the world, wouldn't that violence continue if we stopped believing in God anyway? Because we've seen that quite clearly with the Soviet Union. And in fact, this is one of the comments that I've gotten a lot, that, the communists, they were atheists, but you see, they were communists. Okay. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Okay, so Christopher Hitchens, that war criminal, may he rot in hell. He was a liberal and an atheist. Oh, no. You see, Christopher Hitchens, you can't blame the bloodshed in Iraq that happened on atheism, on new atheism, even though he's one of your main horsemen. Because that's his view. Okay. So, what's going on here? When there is violence propagated by an atheist, promoted by an atheist, it's like, no, it's not atheism. Atheists are nice. We believe in, if we take over the world, there's going to be bunnies and rabbits and unicorns and everyone's going to be happy. No, this is just their personal beliefs. But then, when a theist says, our religion doesn't promote this violence that's being done by this particular individual, it's political, it's this, it's that, it's, a Marxist interpretation of Islam, or so on and so forth, you don't accept that argument. You say, no, it's the religion. No, it's the religion. No, it's enough for us. It's the theists who did the violence. Well, the door swings both ways. It's enough for us that the atheists did the violence. But there is one difference, though. There is one difference. And that difference is this. On the minimum, whether you accept it or not, we at least have an argument for why that violence is wrong. We can actually say we believe in God. We believe in objective morality. We believe this is not right. But the violence done by the atheists, whether they were liberals like Hitchens or violence done by Stalin, how do you justify that? How do you challenge that? You don't believe in objective morality. You don't believe in morality is binding, that it is something which is objective. So how would you say that what Stalin did or what Christopher Hitchens did is basically wrong from your perspective? We at least have an argument, whether you accept it or not, but we at least have an argument, we at least attempt to do things. So, freedom from religion? No, I don't think I'm going to financially support you guys. What I'm going to do, however, is just point out that spending your money on something like this, an organization which is there to get rid of religion, explain that to me from a Darwinian perspective. So let's just say I accept your Darwinism, right? I accept it, survival and reproduction. Woohoo! All right. Why shall I give my money to support a foundation which is there to get rid of religion? I mean, as long as I'm happy, as long as I'm surviving and reproducing, it doesn't really matter. Why would I help in this particular area? Now, I want to address a contention that I've heard. Now, on this channel, I regularly speak about how Darwinism doesn't make sense in terms of human behavior. And then Darwinists get really upset. And they're like, no, human behavior, you can't try and explain it in terms of Darwinism. Man, come on, that's ridiculous. Yet, things which supposedly fit in line with Darwinism, that is happily endorsed by Darwinists. They write about it. The selfish gene is full of those sort of examples. We have this thing, oh wow, look, it fits. Oh wow, this fits. In fact, you even find newspaper articles written whenever a political event happens. Like, for example, the event that happened, some political event. I remember reading an article, and that was being explained by tribalism and evolutionary biology. So, what's going on, Darwinists? That when you see that, you're like, okay, fine, let me try and explain that in terms of Darwinism. But when there's a clear discrepancy, then you're like, no, come on, what are you doing? How can you apply Darwinism to social behavior? The door swings both ways. If you're going to apply it in this perspective, then somebody else has the right to apply it from another perspective. Freedom from religion?
can Darwinian evolution escape racism? Before we actually answer this question, the question we need to answer is it actually racist? Well, you don't need to go that far. You can just go straight to Darwin. Darwin himself is very explicit about different types of races in his book, The Descent of Man. In fact, even before we go to The Descent of Man, just look at another